Well, had the day off and was gonna go bow hunting, but I just had the itch to get out and look for some sheds. So I've been out here in the desert. It's hotter than I expected it to be. But I was just climbing up this ridge ready to leave this flat I was on. Looked over to my left. Sorry. And I see a nice antler right here. Matter of fact, let me see if you can see it right there. Let's go look at it. Oh. Here we go. Check that out. Got a whitetail look to it. Well, let's see if we can't find the other side. Ooh. Look at that. Dang. All right, I just wanted to share something pretty cool here. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, and I don't want anybody to know where we're at, but I ran across this group of people doing something that looked fun, so I thought I'd stop and see what they were doing, and they've actually got some fossils here. And we were talking about it, and I wanted to shoot a little bit of a video to talk about it. What happened here was somebody found a few fossil bones, and apparently they chipped or chiseled or shoveled part of it off and took it, and so that part's gone, but they're here trying to recover and save the rest of it. And it's some sort of a alligator type.
It looks like a crocodile.
This is Rob.
Howdy, I'm Rob Gay. I'm an education director, and I'm also associated with the Museums of Western Colorado and a paleontologist. And so the animal we have here, at least one of the animals we have here, is a type of critter called a phytosaur. It's sort of been about a 20-foot long crocodile mimic with a blowhole between its eyes. If you saw it today, you would think it was just a weird looking crocodile. And these folks, sometime probably in the last 15 years or so, came up here and they found the back end of this skull hanging out of the hill, and they basically busted it off and carted it off. And when we found this site, we found some remains of that work, some plaster that they'd put on the rock and a broken snout still going in the hill. So I've got my crew out here, and we're working to recover this site to make sure that the rest of the fossils remain in the public trust so we can learn about them and understand what this amazing place in southern Utah was like, you know, when these rocks were being laid down.
So the reason why they're letting me do a short little video here, they don't want anybody to know obviously where this is at, so that something like this doesn't happen in the future. But if you guys come across something that's got archaeological or any other sort of significance that needs to be preserved, don't chip a piece of it out of the steel or pick it up and leave it. Leave it where it is. Get a hold of people that can come and study it, and they're going to get this whole thing out, and it'll wind up in a museum someplace where everybody can see it, instead of a broken piece of a skull wherever that one wound up. It's gone, it's lost, and you can't learn anything from it, and it may hinder them being able to correctly identify what this thing is. But you have probably multiple animals here. Got rib bones, and they're getting ready to pull these up, but rib bones and bones there.
A bunch of vertebrae along here that we're covering.
Vertebrae there.
So these are going to getting covered over with wet toilet paper, and then a plaster jacket's going to go on this. And we'll try and take out as much of the whole skeleton as we can to keep everything together. And we will.
It is coming out.
It's coming out one way or another. It's a long and arduous process, but it's ultimately exciting, because this could be a new species of prehistoric creature, and it's going to go into a museum where hopefully lots of people can learn from it and teach us a little bit about the story of life on our planet, which is recorded in these rocks in southern Utah.
Anyway, super cool. So the lesson is, if you find something cool like this, especially fossilized remains or archaeological remains, just don't mess with them. Leave them alone, and bring someone in that can they can learn from them and study them, and then everybody can enjoy them.
Awesome. We got a rib going under here.
Yeah.
Rib here.
Yeah.
Limb bone here. Rib.
Yeah.
Wiggly rib. Another rib. Rib.
Yeah.
Limb bone. Rib. Rib. What's that?
That big thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Probably scapula or something.
Pelvis? I think it's probably pelvis, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe like part of the pectoral.
I mean, should I start going back? It's your call. Cause,
What do you want to do? Do you want to leave?
Know exactly what the plan is. I've often wondered if part of the reason why there's all the restrictions going on with the park closures and things like that is actually to, frustrate people and make them think that the thing doesn't need to be protected, and then with the.
Well, that was a fun trip. I didn't find a whole lot, just the one shed, but still a good day. It's pretty cool to stumble on to that paleo dig. They were a little reluctant to let me video at first until I talked to them a little bit and assured them that I wasn't going to tell you where they were at. They're out in the middle of nowhere. There's not much chance of anybody finding it, and I'm not going to say anything about where they're at. After that, they were very gracious and nice, and I spent about an hour with them watching them dig, and it looks like there's several different sets of dinosaur bones there that they're excavating, and it was cool to watch them. That sort of stuff is interesting to me. Same as the archaeological stuff and the antlers. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to get out and find more sheds and maybe fill my bow tag. But I just didn't feel like bow hunting today, so I just wanted to go out and walk around some remote country and look for sheds. So that's what I did. And just before I close this video, if you were curious how those knives that I heat treated the other day turned out, that's the 2 leather crafting knives that I did. Just put the handle on that one. It was a big chef knife, somebody needed a new handle put on. And there's those 2 sets that I refinished. Even in this light, you can tell this one just turned out a lot better. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing videos. Thanks.